Hey, good Thursday morning to you all. Hope you guys are getting up and having a great start to your day and feeling well. This morning, I got you an update weather-wise on what is possibly going to unfold today. We're going to talk about the Northeast first, which I'm expecting for you folks to see some pretty active weather today. A lot of areas of the Northeast, including some of the higher populated areas, are seeing some showers and storms this morning, but there will be more that develops out west. So the interior areas of the Northeast will see some nasty storms today. There really is a potential. There's an enhanced risk. So this is a big deal. So we're going to talk about that in the beginning part of this video. And then we're going to break down the Southeast and talk about those really hard to forecast ridge rider storms. These storms that are just riding around this ridge of high pressure. The HRRR model did the best yesterday. The NAM did better the day before. So who's going to win today? We're going to show both and try to figure it out. If you guys have not subscribed, certainly consider doing that. Like the video if you like it. Definitely hit me up on Twitter or Facebook. I'm very active on both. Facebook, I have a personal goal to hit 10,000 likes by the end of the year. I'm currently just short of 5,000 right now, so I got a lot of ground to make up. But if you're active on Facebook, definitely hit that link there and give the Facebook page a like so you can get notifications. It really would be appreciated. If you guys got anything that I can pray about, please continue to put the prayer request down in the comments so it gives me an opportunity to pray over it. And it gives a lot of other people an opportunity to do so too. And we all do it. We all look out for one another. And more importantly, God looks out for you. So definitely pour your prayer request in and hit me up on one of my social media links. If you need to reach out, you need somebody to talk to, I'm here for you guys. So let's get rolling this morning. And this is the Storm Prediction Center. Trying to figure out what's going to unfold today. You got a slight risk in this part of the country. We'll talk a little bit about this, but the big topic of this video is more likely going to be this. And when you got an enhanced risk for areas like Pittsburgh, points north and northeast. This includes Binghamton, so you know the Watertown, all the way up to the New York State Canadian border. So some nasty storms are going to ride in from an upper trough pivoting through southeast Canada, and some big time forcing is going to occur, and we're going to have some nasty storms. The jury's still out on the storm mode, meaning, you know, are we going to have a big tornado threat, a big damaging wind threat? Well, I can tell you the tornado threat is only a 5% chance for now, but this could upgrade. It's a 5% chance to see a 5% chance to see a tornado in 25 miles on any given point in this brown area right here. It's a pretty large 5% risk area, so there's a chance that maybe somewhere could get upgraded to a 10% risk. So we'll watch that today here in the next 1 to 2, 3 hours to see if that happens. Wind damage is certainly going to be a threat today. There's a 30% chance to see thunderstorm wind gusts to 50 knots or higher in this region right here. A 30% chance in the red area. 25 miles at any given point, you know, pushing 55 to 65 miles per hour. So we watch for that, especially if these storms congeal very quickly into more of a line of storms, which I think is going to happen regardless. We watch for that later today. These storms can make it all the way into southern New England to the overnight hours, but I certainly think it will lose its punch. Hail threat will certainly be there early in the storm mode, earlier in the afternoon. If some supercells can really get going, large hail will be a threat. There is a 15% chance of 1 inch or diameter or larger hail occurring in the Hatch region, which includes areas like Pittsburgh. That is a 10% risk in the black outline area with the black dashes going through it of 2 inch or diameter or larger hail to occur in this region. So severe weather day for the Northeast certainly is there. Heat advisories, the heat is still on, even for the areas that do not have any kind of heat advisories or warnings, things like that. You're still going to be hotter than Hades today. So please take the precautions you need. Take care of your animals. Yada, yada, yada. Y'all know the deal. Take care of one another and definitely take care of the animals for sure. Excessive heat warnings down for southern Illinois, western Kentucky, areas of far southeast, basically the entire Quad States region, just about. Excessive heat warnings where high humidity and hot air temperatures will be a factor today. We'll look at water vapor loop and try to figure out what's going on. Upper trough swinging through up here. This will provide forcing for some thunderstorms in the interior Northeast and really ignite the atmosphere with big time. Basically, the entire eastern U.S. is a gigantic moist sector right now with dew points riding well into the 70s all the way up into the Northeast. That will spike high surface and mid-level Cape levels and will provide the energy needed for big time storm development into this afternoon. So let's go on and look at it. Let's look at a more broad look first, and then we'll zone in on areas like Pennsylvania and New York State in the Northeast. So today we'll start this off around 2 p.m. Eastern Time, which we will be in Eastern Time with this setup today. Here comes the storms riding out of Canada. First off, you're probably going to have a few isolated, discrete storms, meaning you're going to, the more discrete these storms are, the more these storms can take advantage of the environment, the more they can have more of a powerful updraft. That means the heightened chance of larger hail will occur and a tornado threat will increase with the supercell development. How long will these storms kind of continue a discrete mode, if they will at all? I think there will be a 1 to as much as a 3-hour period where these storms will be discrete. And notice down here in Washington, D.C., you guys have a chance for some discrete storms too. A tornado threat, probably not so much, but damaging wind threat and a small hail threat is certainly possible, even down here to Maryland, northern VA, things like that. So these storms are really the ones you watch. So watch how they unfold as we get into about dinner time. Watch out Pittsburgh. I know you guys in Pittsburgh are under an enhanced risk, but there is certainly a possibility that you guys don't see a drop of rain today. The storm coverage is not going to be as high down there, but the atmosphere is juiced and ready. But will y'all have storm development? That's a big question. But I tell you what, some powerful storms where the best forcing is occurring will certainly be there in the entire state of New York City, especially the interior areas, of New York State. I might have just said New York City, but areas of northern and north central PA, the storms are going to be pretty powerful here, and then they will move through into southern New England, probably lose some punch here, but will still provide some rain probably for southern New England. And heck, by the time you get to the wee hours in the morning, might make it all the way to Connecticut, Rhode Island, Boston, things like that. But of course, they won't be as significant as they're riding throughout the overnight hours. Let's take a closer up look at PA and New York State here. And moving forward, this does a better job, weather models, of showing the individual cities of Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Albany, places like this. So here it goes. Here comes these storms riding in around early this afternoon, riding over the Great Lakes here. And then here they are. You see the pinks here? Now I know this is just a simulated model guidance here. But in general, where you see the pink, that's where the most intense storms could potentially be. And then here in the early in the storm mode, right here, this is probably early to mid this afternoon. Watch out Syracuse. Watch out down the Binghamton. Okay, watch out down here the northern and northeast areas of PA. Watch out Erie. Even you guys. This is when the large hail and the tornado threat will be the highest. And then as you are getting later into the afternoon, watch out Albany. This bows out potentially into a damaging line of storms as far as damaging winds. And this is when you can get some big time, like I said, damaging winds with the storm. Hail and a tornado threat is still the case. You saw it last night in Wisconsin. Those storms never really had a discrete look to them, but embedded in this broken up line of storms, you had some big time tornadoes that raced through Wisconsin last night. We still do not know how strong they are. We will probably find out this morning and later today. But these storms will move through Albany. They will move through interior areas of New York State. Even watch out, down there to Scranton, Pennsylvania a little bit later this evening, and then they'll move through. So these storms will pack a punch today, so please be weather aware. I know you guys aren't quite as used to the severe weather as others, but, in general, please be careful today. So let's go on and take a look at the southeast. There's still that ridge of high pressure that's pivoting back and forth. It'll probably move back west and then move back east later next week and provide another heat wave. But in general today, this is the HRRR model for the southeast and the mid-south. Notice there's some storm development. There is. Watch out Charlotte, upstate South Carolina, northern Georgia, the deep south near the Gulf Coast, maybe some storm development. But how will this develop? That's a big question here. We'll look at southern VA, getting some storm action down near Raleigh. How will this develop? That is the HRRR model. Some spotty storms here in this area of the country. And then we look at the NAM. Let's make sure. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. We're good. All right, so let's look at the NAM and how this potentially unfolds. The NAM is totally different. We get into this afternoon, we're already showing a lot of showers for southeast VA, northeast North Carolina, and then look what develops here. A big time cluster of storms develops, moves through North Carolina, gets all the way down to South Carolina, blast areas like Florence, maybe gets all the way to Myrtle Beach, and then it dissipates. Now, I will say the NAM showed this yesterday also, but it showed it coming out basically near the Asheville area, then pivoting through to upstate to central South Carolina, then into eastern Georgia. That did not occur. What showed on the HRRR model yesterday actually is what ended up occurring in a nutshell. It wasn't completely right, but you don't expect these models to be perfect. But if the NAM does win today, which there's been back and forth, expect, and I think that's why you have a marginal risk stretched all the way down to South Carolina. If the NAM ends up unfolding today, which I think there is a possibility, this would be a nasty line of storms moving through areas of Virginia, Greensboro. This will move through Winston-Salem, Charlotte, Fayetteville, maybe Columbia, the Florence. So we watch to see if this unfolds today. It'll be a very active day if it does. But I don't know if it is. There's a lot of energy in the atmosphere for these storms to really form and take advantage of. But a lot of times, these short-range models struggle in this kind of pattern. The south central U.S., pretty quiet weather. Nothing's going on, except if you're in Louisiana, some pop-up showers and storms. Southern Mississippi, certainly possible. Pretty quiet day. We do not want the soundings. The north central U.S., you got that upper level low that's pivoting up in Canada. This might provide a little bit of shower activity in far northern Minnesota, northern Michigan, northern Wisconsin, but a much more quieter day in this part of the country with the tornadoes yesterday. Today, the temperature's pretty warm, pretty hot, not quite as hot as the last few days, but expect a couple 100-degree readings in the southeast today for sure, with high humidity and just nasty heat. Yesterday was worse than Monday, in my opinion, just the fact because you had a little bit more higher dew points. Temperature hit about 100, hit 103 here locally in Columbia, South Carolina. Monday, but yesterday just felt hotter. It felt like your head was going to explode when you walked outside. It was just absolutely brutal. So please stay safe today. You're a little bit cooler in the north central. Yes, you're getting a break, and we'll continue to get a break probably to the weekend. But please take the safety precautions you need to stay safe out there from this heat. But that's all I got, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. As usual, stay safe out there today. An active pattern continues. I'll give you an update this evening. God bless all y'all, and have a great day.